How's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. Back at it with some more Greg Tech. Just ping the Discord. I'm unfortunately gonna have to go change laundry at least once, maybe twice during the stream. But Regan, the good Greg. That and then wait. And publish. Alright, cool. Good there. Unstable there, you know, kind of expected. That is Twitch. That is their motto, unstable. But we're back in the world. I've done some stuff off stream, I won't be honest. I'm not sure how much has been done off stream. I do know I've gathered quite a lot of resources in between streams. I guess you can't really see it right now because it's all processing. But I have significantly more magnite and gold, basically. I am surprised there's not gold sitting in there. Huh. But like, we're getting so much of the stuff that I'm having to start upgrading this type of stuff. Just that way we're able to fit all of it. Like, for example, Magnite, we're up to 4,000 right now, and it's only going to get higher. Like, it's probably side. Only actually 0. Ah, this is why. It's all down here. But anyway, so we'll have gold so we're able to, like, actually do stuff, which will be nice. And then I believe last time we were working on automating like wafers and things down over here, which I haven't continued. I haven't done anything further down this line yet. And then what else was it? Good live chat. I do remember last time we worked on Thaumcraft. I haven't touched Thaumcraft anymore recently. I don't know what we were doing Thaumcraft to stall for. 512 was Thaumcraft. So has it been another month already? If so, that's crazy. I gotta do this a lot more often. But what is the plan for today? Plans for today. Goal 1, keep these guys running. So we need more resources. I'm gonna run off. I'm gonna grab some more resources. Hopefully you guys are good with that. Goal 2. What is goal 2? Goal 2, I'll say, is I want to say automate everything or or lacking like a very clear direction, right? I mean, there is a direction, and the direction is that I need to do clean room. I guess goal 2 is clean room, and I don't have a third goal that I was trying to get to. I suppose, yeah, let's go with that. Goal 1, keep these guys going. Goal 2, work towards clean room. I guess, and soft goal 3 is automate everything that we're doing, because automation is good. Automation sets us, well, saves us time in the future. So you want to make a more advanced and cheaper circuits, you'll need a clean room. The clean room is an interesting multi-block because you'll be placing other machines inside of the room. The room is a hollow multi-block between 3x4x3 and 15x15x15 blocks. The base does not need to be a square. Regular shape is fine. The top layer is built out of filter machine casings, except for the edges, which are plascrete blocks. Controller needs to be in the center of the top layer. If width or length are even, they can be in any of the 4. This structure is built out of plascrete. The 30% of those plastic blocks can be replaced by other valid blocks or materials. Reinforced door lets you get in and out of the clean room. Make sure to keep the doors closed or the clean room will rapidly lose efficiency. Travel anchors and elevators also work. You can even embed them in the floor if you want. In order to automate power and item transport through the walls, you can use cable diodes or machine holes. Just be really careful in upgrading your machines to a higher voltage. Be sure to remove the machine holes and diodes and replace them with newer power. Or else you'd be very sad. You don't need to do this for the ones you surpass items. When I see side, inside you can use any EV plus tier glass, for example, reinforced glass or mana glass. If the clean room does not form, mind the 30% limit. Often the problem is that you added too much glass. Finally, the clean room itself will need a maintenance energy hash to run. The power usage of this block is a bit unusual. It starts out at 40 EU per tick and then gradually goes down. Even when it uses 40 EU per tick, which is usually medium voltage, a single LV energy hatch suffices, as long as you have enough power. Keep in mind that this is the clean room, that this makes the clean room an exception, not the rule. Build a 5x5x5 for now. You can expand it later as needed. You got power and let it run until it reaches 100% efficiency. 100% efficiency machines inside the clean room have a chance to avoid output, so you want to keep the clean room running at all times. Any maintenance issues reduces efficiency by 10%. Monitor your clean room with a hand scanner, industrial information panel, or using a needs maintenance cover and some power later power alarm. Multi blocks such as large chemical reactor or hyper intensity laser engraver don't need to be in clean room. However, you need the clean room later on for like biolabs. Other helpful hints: you can use the AE wireless connector or transvector interface for item transport to avoid machine holes, and use higher energy tier hatch to reach 100% efficiency faster. Come on, you cannot use anything in the clean room that causes pollution or the clean room will stop. Alright. So we need all this stuff. We need a controller, we need Plascrete, which is, never heard about Plascrete. And then for now, let's build the low tier. Then we're not going to worry about this. I don't think it's store. Lead and advanced alloy. Neither of those are particularly. Do I want a reinforced door or do we just elevator? So like what we got going on right now, elevator wise, we have this extra floor down here. Which I was not intending for this to be a clean room, by the way. But we can very easily put a clean room just like right there. Like, not a problem. Do we want to do that for the sake of efficiency? Probably not. Let's do the door. Let's do the door. It's not too bad. It's crazy that this thing's still here. Alright. Reinforced door. Go over here, throw the recipe in, +1. Lead. We have lead plates, but they are not dense lead plates. There's gonna be a stack. I can make everything else pretty easily from that point. Reinforced glass. Don't I have... I do have a recipe for this. Probably don't need a stack of the stuff yet. That'd be a little absurd. I can actually make advanced alloy. Okay, that's actually super, super nice. See, this is why we automate things. Is because... oh, that is awesome. Hopefully this is a dense lead plate. We need 3. And we need 9. Kind of expensive, but whatever. Then we need some rings. And then we need bolts. Because we need screws, don't we? Do I have a screw mold? Because if so, that'd be quite convenient right now. If not, I'm gonna be mildly disappointed. Does not appear we do. Oh well, we'll extrude these into rods, cut them in half, and then just throw them in the lathe. Easiest way. The lead rods also have a use, if I remember right. Oops, I probably should. Dude, lead is slow to work with. What the heck? I thought lead was known for being like one of the softer metals. I guess it's got like a high atomic number, but I still thought it was pretty soft. Lead hardness. Lead hardness is great in two main system, HB. Ultra lead's like 2B, produce darker marks, while hard lead like 4H creates. They're talking about pencil lead. No, I don't want that. Lead metal hardness. Lead has a Mohs hardness of 1.5. Very soft and easily scratched with a fingernail, and the tensile strength is 12 to 17 megapascals. Let's see if that's it. F. Lead 1.5. Isn't it telling me the pressure? Oh, Brunel hardness. Which is the indentation material. Hardness of material. So aluminium is 160 on the low end, whereas lead is 50 on the high end. That is that is like 3 times softer. And aluminum is not a hard material. So I am justified in my mild annoyance that takes forever to make lead. Like if you can dent it with your fingernail, like dude, that's basically. Okay, lathe. I actually had a woodwork idea for a lathe this last week. I got this this cat tower, and I went to reconfigure it kind of in a way, and it's set up actually somewhat poorly. So that way you can't really modify it, if that makes any sense. Basically, like the spacing is just off. Like it's just way too tight. That's a rent. That will do it. But there's like, I kid you not, like 5 different lengths of like rods throughout. And if any of them are even like slightly off, is it, well, you know craft. Oh. Missing 1 dense lead plate. Oh, you know craft now. Okay, whatever. Okay. My lead ring. You know, we'll get it eventually. We're out of practice. But, like, things that look like they'd be on the same level are, like, slightly off by, like, a couple inches. And so I was gonna ask, see if I can get some, like, wood spacers, essentially, to put into it, so that way I can reconfigure it. Because, my cat's really not a fan of the basket. She doesn't want to walk across it. And I ended up moving the basket to the left side so that way she can access it from the right side. But it's actually loose in a few places when you do that. Even though they're like appear to be at the exact same level. Alright, cable diode 4 amps. We need diodes, aluminum plates, annealed copper by 4, and a medium machine hole. That should ideally all be trivial. Do you want that version of diodes, if I remember correctly? No, of course I'm missing diodes. And diodes are also not automatically crafted. So what was this? This was, we were doing tantalum plus the wafer, I think, is what we ideal. Actually, can we make this? Tantalum plus a small pile of gallium arsenide. It is funny that that is significantly more than the wafer, even though the wafer is pretty easy. So you crush the ingot or the crystal and you get that. Arsenic plus gallium, medium voltage, okay. Actually, what do we have over here? The 2 gallium arsenide plus the oxygen equals the crystal. Is that the best way to do the crystal? It is faster, but I believe these are probably equivalent. Equivalent? Okay, so apparently you can't just mix gallium arsenide, you have to turn it into a crystal. So we have to do this bottom recipe, that's fine. But the reason why is because we get 64 wafers, as opposed to with this, we get how much dust? We get 2. Goes into 4. Yeah, you can see it here. 2 to, yeah. Alright, so we are doing wafers. Cool. How many wafers do I have? I have 0. Actually request a wafer? No, I'm missing the monocrystal bulliol. Solar grade silicone. Missing sodium dust somehow and silicone tetrachloride. Missing silicone and chlorine. Dude, who set up this base that there is no chlorine and somehow no silicone? I refuse to believe that there's 0 silicone. It's just gotta be somewhere that doesn't make sense. Yeah, like here's some silicone. Hydrator, lathe, centrifuge, silicone. He's doing centrifuge redstone pretty. Like 18,000 redstone. Oh, obsidian. And this is actually, we can get this stuff pretty easily. We just this guy. That was the entire thought process. That guy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up. Wait, we're still looking. I swear, I had like a bajillion silicone. I definitely don't have that stuff lying around. I didn't mix it with anything. I might have made silicon dioxide, but I have no clue why I'd make silicon dioxide. Let's go see what it says in medium voltage about getting silicone. Silicone is needed in all boil and thus wafer chips and circuits creation. Silicone is therefore an incredibly important material. With your new electrolyzer, you can obtain raw silicone from many different sources. Alternatively, you can also centrifuge redstone. You can also get it from silicon dioxide by adding magnesium and dust to it in a chemical reactor and recycling an electrolyzer, which gives you a lot of bonus oxygen. Okay, so our options are burn redstone or similar. What am I gonna do with mercury? Oh, excuse me. It was a seal. It was a hermetic seal, wasn't it? Yeah, hermetic casing. Then that goes into a super tank right here. We're missing a pulsating iron. That is fine. Just give me the rest. And then we need a basic fluid pipe, a fluid provider. We need this, so that way we're able to store the mercury. So we're done centrifuging it. I think what a good way to do this would be. What? No, it's called a request pipe. Theoretically, that's super easy. I don't know why it's not in my thing though. All right, anything for mercury? Glue, rubber. Soldering. All right, nothing for mercury yet. And are we at our fluid limit? Guess we are if we go that way. But So provider on the side, and then the top is our basic. We need mercury. Oops, not electrolyzer, we're centrifuge. And I need a can. Is mercury. All right, cool. And then lock the fluid when it comes in. And point it outwards. Now ready to process obscene amounts of redstone. I wish I had a way to do this that wasn't a requester pipe. It's not a requester, a provider. I wish I could do it with a requester. I could just like request thousands and okay. But I think I have to do it with like the infinite. Give it an active provider. And then just remember to come back later and turn it off, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably not gonna remember. Suppose if we just put a big buffer in there, I'll do us fine too. I need a forge hammer then. Let's see. Alright, and then you know what? Give me a barrel. Give me a barrel. Used to. Back in the before times. That's gonna take literally forever to craft, isn't it? Alright, I have a dead barrel line. Ew. I have multiple dead barrels. Alright, so how are you fed? Answer is you are not. 10, and then we put barrel. We put barrel here. Point it that direction. The actor should do supply, and then redstone. Oh no, our centrifuge is working? I don't think our centrifuges are working. Our centrifuges are misrators. Oh nope, they still are. Every time they stop working, I'm gonna go go mining for a bit. Oh, that's funny. That is very amusing to watch. I do believe this has good fluid out. Yeah, it does. Okay. I guess that would have been a concern. Should have been a concern of mine with this. Okay, now we just wait up to potentially 20 seconds. That thing's gonna eat all of it in 1 second. So, I literally have like no, not even medium voltage. This will definitely been more than 20 seconds. That's wild. There we have a medium conveyor at least. That is my timer, which means it is time to go change laundry. Want to get this thing started. Chill. Stop. Stop. Because it's facing the wrong direction, maybe? Maybe I gotta like hook it up into this pipe? Yeah, that's dumb, but that's the way GT pipes work. You gotta remember that. Wow, that's gonna take a while. Alright, while you guys are watching this, I will be right back. You gotta let me know if anything goes wrong, alright? Alright, nothing went wrong, did it? Hopefully it didn't. Hopefully it didn't. Uh-oh. Ah. Just the usual suspect. Alright, so what I was gonna do. Let's get some music in here. Let me switch back to this overlay. There we go. And then let me pop this out so I can manage the music if I so choose. I probably won't. Okay, neat. So this guy is working and it's doing its job. Appreciate the work that you've done for us, 07. Services are no longer. You guys are all good on power. Oh. That's not. So I remember right, those guys aren't upgraded to handle fluids. Let me just that out, sneak that out, grab that. Alright, and then we gotta pull those out. Any cells? Of course not. Why would we have cells? That'd be too immensely convenient. Check blue arch. Alright, give me cells. Whoops, I do not. Yeah, I don't need a stack of universal fluid containing a precise amount of blue. It'd be a little excessive and a little overkill. And fluids are getting drained, right? Presumably, if there's no fluids. This guy should gradually recover over time because not all of them are needing to work. Apparently Mercury is an achievement. Where the heck were we supposed to get Mercury? Mercury is a low voltage thing? Wow. Mercury can be centrifuged out of redstone. You find some cinnabar ore in a redstone vein or one of the fused veins, you can use that. Give me cinnabar and quicksilver. Alright. Glad we finally got around to doing that. I'll just do this in here so it gets extracted. Should get extracted. I suppose it makes sense on able to put in the output hatch. It is mildly annoying. I should throw it in one of these chests. Cool, cool, cool. I also need chlorine. What is the way that we decide for chlorine? An ACl, which is rock salt? No, it's potassium. We need to get rid of our rock salt. We have enough of it. If I take one rock salt and I electrolyze it, we should get chlorine. Guess we can do the same kind of like, we're just gonna electrolyze a full barrel. Am I? It's happened numerous times where I've continued onwards and I've been muted for long durations. So this is supposedly like our official dedicated electrolyzer setup. Obviously that's not going particularly well right now. So let's I'm thinking about this since like it's making I'm getting a headache thinking about like all the problems that setting this thing up is gonna cause. The thought was head down here, set up an electrolyzer, and then put in chlorine as a recipe from the electrolyzer. Excuse me. I think for now we just literally need to have like an actual electrolyze processing area. Give me some basics and some unwrap. 6. Sure. A good amount. I'll take that amount. And then what was the furnace sign we needed? Like provider. We need providers and fluid extractors. Probably not a stack. It's kind of terrifying that a single iron rod was all that stood in our way of getting 100 providers. I do not want 100 providers. We need a fluid extractor, right? Yeah. And then we need a turbine, gas. Those are steam, gas. Not those. So we'll have to make a gas turbine, that's fine. And then fluid requester. I suppose it's supplier, isn't it? Fluid supply. Yeah. So fluid supplier on the gas turbine for our power. And then we need an electrolyzer. One's basic. I need a medium elst. Check these bags. So there's some. There's some machines hang around my bags. All right. Advanced electrolyzer. Gimme, and then turbine. On turbines. Missing 2 diodes. Let's give me that, and then I'll provide. That's fine. You watch it? Is it actually happening? It actually had to craft the copper cable. Oh, that's funny. All right. So step 1 is I want to extend off of here, essentially. I do not know the height at which the rest of the stuff is built at. I'm hoping it is around this level. You know what, that is a problem for future me. When I want to actually make the base look nice. No, we just need to go this way. Like right here. Which is not where a walkway is supposed to be. And bam. Hell yeah, that was pretty spot on. I got a 6th sense. I can tell where the pipes are. Okay, so here are basics. That means we're good there. Go unrouted on our way down. And this is the artery that connects this floor to the floor above us. And this is supposed to be 2 blocks tall. There's going to be a unethical amount of resources going up and down that pipe. But logistics pipes doesn't care, so we're good. Oh, sorry. I've decided I need to sit properly. So advanced electrolyzer. Make sure to extract all the fluids, because there's gonna be a lot. Steam turbine. Fluid supplier. Probably not an ideal spot. This needs to be basic, unrouted. And bam, that's like literally all we need to automatically process chlorine. I probably want a way to shut it off. Wait, it's not. Let me stat count. Oh, derp! I am an idiot. That is the wrong type of pipe. I wish I could do like logic and be like, hey, if we have over like 500 rock salts, this thing is enabled. Just send all the access to this spot. But unfortunately, I don't know of a good way to do that with logistics pipes. I'll go 50 with bulk 50. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then that'll come down. I'll be in here. I do need to extract. Suppose if I did this and told it to auto item out, we'll be good. Your job is benzene. The 5 different thing benzene. Refill and depletion of at least, it'll say 1,000. Fluid keep stock 14,000. Partial is fine. So we should have our benzene coming down as a steam turbine. That is a steam turbine. Does this system have access to Steam? It might. It might genuinely have access to Steam. That is. I have only myself to blame, but I am still disappointed. Alright, turbine. Steam. Gas turbine. Give me 10 bronze. I'll provide the circuits. It's not a problem. And then turbines, we just extrude. It's like Beyblade almost. I'll just throw this back in there for now. All right. So she have plentiful silicone and plentiful chlorine. Right. Wonder if I just voided the benzene or something. Woo! Look at that. Rough. Wait, hold up. There's surely there's chlorine up there somewhere. In one of these. Looks like it's found a home. We have 4 million oxygen. Yeah, it's got a home. Alright, is this voiding? It is or like, what do you do with oxygen once you have over like 4 million? Like each, like what is it? This is like 1,000 per ingot of steel. So we got. It says only 4,000 steel. That's a barrel full of steel. Maybe 4 million isn't as excessive as I think. I don't know. It still feels pretty excessive to me. All right, it is time to go mining. What ore do we want to mine? Oh yeah, I gotta mark. This gold vein is. So where we're at. 8 stacks of gold, 28 copper, 27 coal, and there's a lot of unprocessed coal too. And we just go do redstone. I guess, or we could do diamond. Diamond or redstone. Tough choice. Because diamond isn't particularly useful for us right now, so... Is that not... Rare material, obsidian? What? I would have knew that. Sorry, it's a joke at work. Somebody came in and they were, what was it? They were complaining about something. They wanted to like return it or something. I forget exactly how it went, but the conversation essentially resolves with, if I would have knew that, I would have threw it away. And it's just like, yes, English. You know, this is somebody from the state, like, this is somebody who's lived here their entire life. You'd expect to know how to speak English. And every once in a while, we have people just like, if I knew that, I would have threw that away. Add time with your what? Emeralds? That is funny. That is funny you immediately got offered that. Wait, where the heck? I completely lost my train of thought. Sing is here. Where was the obsidian? I thought I saw some. Need like literally 4. There it is. I don't want to ruin other people's rumors. I don't know. I mean, there's some people in this community like Neros, you know. Neros takes great pleasure in doing just that. Now we're calling Neros a loser? That's a little far. Going on war here, thing. Oh, what? Ooh. Sort config? Oh. What usage ticker? I think it's usage ticker. What's your streak up to? Okay, I haven't decided what we're mining yet. Pick an ore. Diamond or redstone? So I gotta stream more to get your streak up. I kind of want to say diamond because we're like surprisingly low on diamond, but I don't know if it's just because we haven't processed it. And we can also go over here to this redstone. That is like literally right next to where we just were. This is the gold chunk. This will be. I mean, I could press 3-minute ad. I don't know if I would. This thing is like, oh wait, hold up on a minute. Hold a minute. Maybe I do want to mess up other people's stream experience. Well, there's also Ruby in here. Hell no. I gotta update all that stuff. What? As I've seen before, it's 30 seconds. But yeah, on Twitch you can go anywhere from. I don't know if you can do 15 seconds. You might be able to do 15 seconds. You can go anywhere from, for sure, 30 up to 3 minutes. Even on like a regularly scheduled rotation. I missed a small ore. Where is it? Oh my god. Right. Being trolled. Oh, you saw a different one. That one. It's gonna be hilarious if we just like miss the vein entirely. Oh, we're only Y60. Okay, never mind. That cliff is. We might run out of jetpack, so while we're down here. Oh. Maybe I'll get on my way out. Maybe I'll forget by then. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna forget by then. $32. Ooh. Really a fearsome foe. Alright, see you, Sing. Thanks for stopping by. 74 streak, that's wild. Dude, it's all the way down here. I didn't realize redstone was this slow. That's actually kind of crazy. We will have almost 100. $110, not 100. That is very impressive. The highest ever streak I've heard of, not even possessed, just heard of, was 70 something. Your 74 might honestly beat it. Might be my new highest that I've ever heard of. Oops. Okay, please be the edge of the vein. I don't want to spend like half this time just like digging out the edges over and over again. I like this song. Looks like this is it. I'm gonna go here just to be safe. Lava. Been a while. Once I get back, we're gonna be entirely out of rock salt. Okay, did I start? I believe I did. I did not start a timer on my phone for when I gotta switch laundry next. I'm gonna take a guess, and we're gonna say 20 minutes. Free my time. A really good song. What's this? Crescent Dunes, Minecraft 1.2. I like a lot of the modern tracks. They definitely have more presence than the older ones, which are pretty good as well. Dude, I love gravel so much. Gravel is my favorite block in Minecraft. It's not even an old gravel texture. That'll be 3. It's funny, I'm mining this way because I didn't want to deal with the lava pool. I have to deal with the lava. I don't know why I thought mining this way would save me from having to deal with it. Not like I'm close to filling up my like 6 backpacks of each type. So I think next time when we go back, next time it like is done processing all the ore, we are going to give it a new type of ore to process, because right now it's not hooked up to everything. There's a, I believe most of it actually doesn't process in any way. So I'll get to do that next time, and the time after that I'll set up a miner somewhere. Yeah, I'll set up both miners at that time. You kind of want to make a high voltage miner. Be super nice to be able to just be like, yeah, this ore vein is depleted because I put my good miner there, a high voltage one. This is so relaxing though. 43%. I'm gonna assume there's no more in that direction, because I mean we mined that entire wall, and there was none. The probability of there being more like true vein in that direction, I believe is fairly. That's a lot of blocks to expose and not to get any ore. Alright. Next leg. Just like, so simple and so satisfying. You get to clear a whole large area really quickly. Get plenty of resources. You're not like running around picking everything up. It's like the library sorting game, although that one does get kind of old when you have all the powers. It was kind of fun to do it once, though. Maybe I should do it once for stream. Actually, I haven't seen any shorts about it since Mecha Chameleons kind of really popped off. It was this this game where essentially you're in a library, and at the very start of it, the whole library just gets turbo trashed. Just books everywhere. And your job is to organize them on the walls and everything. And it's like literally sorting through a virtual Lego tub. Except you're a wizard and you gradually unlock these different powers and stuff. And I didn't realize it until I was basically done, but you're also able to unlock stuff like double jumping and... Was there a double jump? I don't know. It was like, basically like a jetpack. It was like a flight spell almost. But you're able to unlock like different movement abilities. You have some that like call books to your hand that you can level up. You have another one sort books in your hand automatically or put them on shelves. Highlight where the correct position is and just stuff like that. But you fairly quickly, depending on how you do it, get to a point where it's like, all right, I pick up one book. As I'm running towards this shelf, the shelf that's like highlighted that marks where it's supposed to go. I'm waiting on the cooldown for calling all 10 books to my hand. I call all 10 books to my hand. Then I press another button to automatically put them on the shelves. At least I essentially ended up just like sitting around waiting for the cooldown for like half the time for the second half of the game. I don't know if I was even halfway through when I got all the powers to that level. You get them pretty quickly. Oh yeah, and so I did this, right? I did like one night over the course of like 3 hours. The I sorted the library. And it turns out when I actually went through and completed it, I had a single row that was incorrect. I believe that's what it was. I had a single row that was incorrect. So I had every book on a shelf, but somehow one book was on the wrong shelf. Which I have no clue how the heck that happened. So there was like one row that was technically wrong. I should take a screenshot of it. Oh, we did get diamond. Man, I'm surprised that even in like a, what I say, like a gem vein like redstone here, we are still filling up with the digger backpacks before the miner backpacks. But I feel like this would be like the perfect case where it's like miner's going to fill up faster than digger. This or lapis veins. Probably the last level of the vein though. Three, four more. Yep, okay. Cool. Not bad for one trip. Just mine out like a whole, I don't know how wide this is, but it's 6 tall, almost 9 tall area. Hopefully we got a jetpack power. And then I like to just leave them up. And actually, I'm gonna cap this one off. Since it is officially depleted now. Alright, turn that off, and fly home. I gotta get more music in this playlist. %, so we got anywhere from 20 to 30% of a level through all that mining. If I'm not mistaken. It's crazy how long it takes to level up nowadays. I need to, whoops. How the heck did I place a torch? That should be illegal. There we go. So these guys should be running again. Let's finish this way. Hopefully they have. Yeah, so they do redstone. I was worried for a second that they wouldn't. Where is one of the ones that I had out. I mean, that should keep it busy for a while, right? That is a lot of stuff to macerate. I'm kind of curious how many dig blocks this is. 6 by 15. This is 5,600. This is around a barrel full, a bit over, of just like blocks we mined on our way doing our ore stuff. If it was full. And then I'm gonna throw a hunter in here just to get it up. Something I gotta start doing a little bit better of a job of. Those in, throw that in. Alright, cool. Even more ores. Should I upgrade this? I mean, suppose I don't. I just opened up a whole bunch of space down here, so fine. That's what I was doing with these barrels over here, which I suppose is technically new. Is this like earlier today and stuff? Oh! You guys want to know why we don't have any silicone? Okay, I guess that answers my question. These guys aren't seen. It's not allowed to provide from these, apparently. I was gonna say, like, I thought I literally had like thousands of silicone last time. And I do, I have almost 6,000 silicone. It's just all here, slightly outside the system. Like, I'm literally just missing a pipe to be able to read the fact that I have it. Oh well. It's good to have more and pulverize some redstone. What's this guy up to? This guy out of rock salt? You watch that guy, he's like completely ran us out of rock salt. That'd be hilarious. Be very quick too. Yeah, we're out of rock salt. I guess I just go use him whenever I want to electrolyze a whole bunch of something. That's funny. I was genuinely not expecting to be done with that. Okay. What was my train of thought? Rock salt gone, which means we have chlorine. We need providers, so that way I can see that we have like 6,000 silicone. It's like you find an old flash drive and you realize you actually had like 15 Bitcoin on it. Like back in the day, that was like literally 30 cents. Now we need tetrachloride. Oops. Alright, so we're getting 64 tetrachloride made. And then I need 64 solar grade silicone. Which, remember how that worked. Tetrachloride. Ah, I see. Which apparently we can do this reaction automatically. Yeah, that is going to be going for a while. What do I want to do in the meantime? What? Oh, that needed this. And I got plenty of threes. Just do that, and then storage. Me 7. 7. Let me check to see if any of these are backed up. This morning when I was playing, I requested 64, and I turned that off long before I had an opportunity to finish. So theoretically, like half of that stuff should just be chilling in here. Yeah, I think it's just a whole bunch sitting in there. Should I grab that 5, or do I just let it have that 5? Okay, it can have the 5 because they already provided the 7. Just think of it as a buffer for future requests, alright? That's all it is. That's all we're doing. That's all we're planning. Just a buffer. Alright, cool. Upgrade this guy. Yeah, I did get capped out. Rip. And then... do I have that? I should. And a basic. Whoops. Doing that one after I get this one set up. Go that. And then I'm just going blank for a second. Cobbled a deep slate. That's what is in that barrel. Good. So now it should get pulled out of all these chests that it overflowed into. And actually go into the barrel that's got space for it. Oh, let's do that with silicoated stuff. Alright, and I gotta be right back. I gotta check laundry. I'm gonna watch the satisfying pipes. Oh wow, it's already finished. That's pretty quick. Oh, and I should upgrade that barrel. As another stack goes in. Yeah, and then how much can this one hold? Oh, well, plenty. 32,000. We're not even halfway there. Let's get another storage set, and then we're missing molten redstone. Okay, we got 3. And molten redstone. I'm surprised this isn't how to craft that. I don't know what I want to do with that. I mean, like, molten redstone's kind of important, right? I can't exactly tell it how to craft a... It's the main issue with logistics pipes. I can at least turn like 9 stacks of redstone into however much redstone, molten redstone, that would be relatively painlessly. Fluid I put it's not right. No, it is right. I'm just hoping it'd also do the canning for me. Not pure will. And these should be universal if I'm gonna any help of fitting all this stuff in. Even then, I don't think it's gonna fully work. We have a ton left over. It's only at 27 tetrachlorine. Boop. Boop. Dude, it literally just filled. There's gonna be... Ah. 36. There's gonna be 36 that misses it and goes on to the wrong area. This thing holds 32, 144, 32. Oh no, it was a lot. Well, almost 3 stacks. And then... I let this thing continue going. Now I just heard that we have an absurd amount of redstone. Probably not. So no. And then we'll get back up to this system, so theoretically it does all that stuff. And then I guess it's really not utilizing all of these. I wonder why that is. So this will finish centrifuging this, and then I'll get impure redstone in the sand line that feeds all these guys. Theoretically anyways, I haven't actually seen that thing work for a while. Part of it is that these guys have such a large buffer in them. And the Mace Raiders aren't working like 24/7 to try to fill up the buffer. It's working. Just not quite to the extreme level it needs to. Is there normal vandalum? Saw like Andium, Vanadium. Centrifuge to get magnite. Okay. It's here because there's a centrifuge recipe for it. I'm assuming that's the case for Balsalic. This goes down to this blast furnace. Yeah, okay. That should also help try to get all the centrifuges working. Those guys are working. And this guy will eventually get working too. Done with. It's gonna hold 20,000. There's less than 20,000. What? I'm waiting on redstone to get melted. And I'm waiting on and this. Lost it against me time. Wish there was a way I could have it prioritize this redstone. This barrel over the other one. I suppose theoretically I could just remove the other one. Do this one only, but I don't know. I wanted to fill this and then fill the one downstairs. I don't know of a good way to do like priorities and stuff in logistics pipes. Dude. The NBC data on these things are so finicky. I suppose I should be looking at what's next in this list, right? Like we're working on, theoretically we're working on diodes because I want wafers. This we probably already have made. The energy hatch. It's trivial. Sand maintenance hatch. How the heck do we make plastic reed? Polyethylene pulp and wet con. Definitely not doing a bacteria vault. Clay, calcite, and quartz. This seems more plausible. I believe I have calcite somewhere. Okay, so this is gonna be our only way to really make. So let's just throw down a mixer with a concrete recipe and see what it decides to do. And we're doing medium voltage. Of course, missing the bronze rotor. Not here. Sure, 80. I was trying to think of like a number that's like cleanly divisible by 5. I was debating whether I press the stat count 5 times. I suppose I should, honestly, right? Because I'm gonna use them at some point, or I can recycle them. We got all these guys working overtime. It's good, we're finally using the production that we've built. Except not to supply anything that like directly progresses us in a meaningful way. This redstone won't be an issue for a while. Alright, we got our mixer, and then we need crafting. Man, it all comes full circle. I'm really regretting the fact that I didn't make diodes automatically craft. That's kind of wild, actually. So we need an advanced assembling machine. Got one of those. Eventually we're gonna need a craft. I doubt I have any lying around. I was gonna teach how to make diodes. Don't want you to freak out. Like, I can make everything. Unlimited power. I suppose this is also gonna be another bottleneck, right? Tantalite, which I'm sure we can electrolyze, especially when we have access to high voltage. Forget, does this need to be... Boss. I don't have a vacuum freezer, I just have this chemical bath. Actually quite a lot of camp hall. I remember what machine I had cooling the coolant down. Alright, so it's keeping salt stored in here so I can throw it in here. Yeah, I have no clue what that system is for. I presume making solar grade silicone more efficiently. Taking forever. 150 seconds! Man, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Tetrachloride, finished. What am I doing? I can throw it in up here. Alright, now we can request solar grade. Man, I can't believe I didn't automate this like forever ago. It's super infuriating. I love how each hot ingot looks like subtly different. Alright, and once that's all processed, now I can go solar grade. Give me a stack. Yes, finally. Then we combine this with our arsenide crystals right here. And then we get the folial. Be away first. I think everything concrete what I was trying to get head on. Am I missing diodes from crap? That requires a singular. What does this require some too? If I turn off this guy, so I say we don't need circuits, and I throw this down. Gonna make an absurd amount of medium. What should I call it? Right? Conveyors. Dude, we got 22, 21 robo arms. What the heck? Okay, now we hurry. Hope it doesn't steal it from us. Missing a flint? What? Oh. Everywhere except for where I expected it to go. Throw that there. Thing's gonna take a minute. We're at 32 silicone. Hell yeah. And we should have tantalum at this point too. Let's make this downstairs. What do you want from him? Wants 3 of something. I don't know what that is. Yeah, whatever, man. So to exit the inventory and look at it. Like, why aren't you working? He decides to work. 450, wow, that's a really long time for one of these. Okay, at least we'll be able to make wafers. Which then means we'll be able to make diodes. Which then means I can finally, like, work on automating more things again. Can't believe I got to this point without automating medium voltage circuits. Kind of a wild choice not to have. So wire mill on, well, sort of. I suppose we have some already. That's nice. Crafting mod. Upgrade. You need the fluid. How in the world do I not have that? Here, I have module upgrades? Why would I have them? Why would I have this one automated? Blank upgrade. I get a bone to pick with whoever's been progressing this world. Oh man. Grab the other one. Oh, I just realized, you know what's gonna be funny? I'm like 90% sure there's wafers in that chest upstairs. Okay, no, never mind. I've all been lasered into RAM. This 33% done. 33%. What in the world? Okay. Okay, I don't have medium voltage circuits. Me one of those. All right. So first, we need blank upgrade. I have no clue why I made it to this point without making blank upgrade. Also need Electrum. We use 4s, or what are we using now? We're using 16x. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Amperage up to 32, voltage up to 512. Oh, it's on medium voltage, so the voltage only is what, like 128 or something. It's waiting on steel to be made, so hey. What if I just gave you 1 steel? Would you be satisfied then? That's dark steel. Really, I have like literally 1 steel around here. How the heck? In the floor? It's a new one. You gotta mix it up every once in a while. I'll leave them guessing. There we go. The EBF totally made that steel for him. Totally. It couldn't have been anything else going on. Can I not? Do I have to make it 8 and then I can make it 16? Okay, kind of weird. Dude, whoever's world this is. Oh my. Some got a sick joke, like, oh yeah, there's like watch the system like literally gobble them up like they're popcorn or something. Okay. I do really want... I probably should have held on to the 16 Electrum, right? This changes my goals, but also, like, really doesn't. Okay, your job is this little thing. It is joy on Earth. Wait, I'm also going to have to do a fluid satellite for this thing, aren't I? Hopefully I have fluid satellites figured out. It's fine. Oh, it's just funny because, like, I need that in order to actually make that. So you go in there, you... My head's at request 1 and then throw in the polyeth manually. Wait, I have 8? A crafting module and a fluid cell. Cat is very much enjoying the new tweet. I was kind of worried. I was getting it got to like literally yesterday, or she like never really like climbed into it completely, like not above like 2 feet off the ground. But then yesterday I got her playing in it. Now she'll actually like lay down and take a nap and like look out the window and stuff from it. Then I need a fluid setup. Do I not have this being crafted? Could have sworn I had this being crafted. I suppose it was being crafted, but like at the wrong voltage. But one of these guys puts rubber on cables. Let's hoping he still had a bunch over. Side. This guy. Hey! Alright, then we put an assembly machine on here. We throw that in, turn that down, right you. You now do fluid satellites. Turn your sound off, turn your sound off. Your guys' sound off. I don't know if it's just like placebo, but it feels like turning off the sounds for a lot of these like non-stop running machines down here tends to help with the audio random hearing bug. Here, missing 4 fine electrum wire. Now we need a medium voltage wire mill. Make one of those. And can't wait to do this all over again with applied energistics. But we need fine electrum wires. That's the wire coils, if I remember correctly. Where's it missing him from? Oh, in here. Where am I missing? Fine electrical. I got no clue why we're missing this. Alright, now it should do its thing. It's now being used. I am unsure why. Redstone alloy is also being. So it must be making circuits, we might guess. I'm missing molten soldering out. Can craft this stuff. Is good. Be nice if I could automatically put into a cell. Wait, it still goes up to the surface. Probably sticking the alloy furnace behind a bunch of other stuff. Well, so that's soldering alloy, alloy. I can get this guy. There we go. So I'll be able to make this start to finish. Man, look how big this tree is. That's awesome. Oh, I just like can do this automatically for us. And I still need the fluid crafting upgrade. There it is. Oh, I have got an idea for you. Oh. I was just thinking again, it was like, oh yeah, Webby, I was supposed to run another puzzle Webby today. It's almost bedtime. Be ready around 4. Say I ended early at 6, and I guess I cleaned up. I think that'll be fine. Not stream at 6, by the way. Sorry, I'm not going that long for stream. I'm actually demanding right now. Is there any last minute things? I guess I can get the satellite down, and then I'll AFK for like 10 minutes. Wait, is this guy needs it, right? Yeah, this guy. Upgrade. Needs soldering alloy. I'm gonna put the mixer on top and just to like signify. Actually, you know what? That is better. Sun's running out of power. Creating the maximum number of amps we can. Oh, wait a minute. Is this really being powered based off of? Okay, I was gonna say. Kind of crazy if the medium voltage test is getting powered off the low voltage. Just going to a battery buffer first. This is to help support these, I suppose. When the voltage is doing stuff. Alright. Soldering alloy. Fluid satellite. Arcade. There. Basic. Click. 28 out satellites. Kinda crazy. Okay. Soldering alloy. We need, what was it, 36? Perfect. So that's ready. And now I can put a mixer down. I don't have a power cable for it yet. But theoretically, I could put in the concrete recipe. It'd be good. Which, just that right, I remember. I want to put in the concrete recipe. Bros aren't beating this game. I am going so slow. You're right, Neros. How's it going, by the way? Oh, no. Oh. Okay, I'm beginning to see why people don't do logistics pipes. Alright. I have to leave it off here, because I gotta get food and stuff, especially when we want to play Mythic Plus. Glad to hear, Neros. Glad to hear you're chilling. Sorry to, like, end stream literally right as you hop on. So happened that's gonna be the schedule. But yeah, I'm gonna try to come up with some good stream ideas. I'm actually gonna upgrade my stream overlay for some stuff. I got a few ideas, right? Like Minecraft challenge streams and stuff, that'd be fun to do. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for stopping by, Neros. Until next time. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.